Hey, and welcome to this hip opening sequence we are doing today. First, find your comfortable seated position where you are able to sit your spine straight and long, having your chest open, having your wrists resting on your knees. And when you find the position where you are able to sit comfortably for a couple of minutes, and start observing your breath. You don't need to change anything about your breath, but let it guide you into yourself. With every one of your inhalations, ask yourself how you are doing today. Ask your body how it feels today. And every one of your exhalations, really listen to the answer your body is giving you. And just continue like this. And last breaths here. And then you can prepare yourself and come onto your all fours. We are doing some cat and cow tilts. So your palms and wrists are under your shoulders and your knees are under your hip. And with your inhalation, strengthen your core and start lifting your gaze up a little. Make a little curve to your upper back, and with your exhalation, round your upper back and bring your chin to chest. Inhale, gaze up, and exhale, round your back. Inhale, gaze up, exhale, rounding your back. And listen to your own breath while doing this. Maybe only have a couple more. And then continuing on with our warm up, with your inhalation, lift up your right hand and left leg. Stretch yourself long, and with your exhalation, bring your hand and leg back down and switch sides. Again, inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhaling, leg and palm down, switching sides, straightening yourself long. And exhale, bring your palm and your leg down and continue like this. And just keep in mind that it's the most important thing here is to stretch yourself long and bring your arm and your leg to the opposite directions. We are changing this a little. So next time when you have first stretch yourself, bring then your elbow to your knee. With your exhalation, inhale yourself long again. Exhale, bring your elbow to your knee. Inhale, straighten yourself, stretch yourself. And then switching sides. Left hand, right leg, elbow to knee, stretch, elbow to knee, and stretch, elbow to knee, stretch, and palm and leg down. And then lift yourself to your downward facing dog. So your feet are leveled with the outer edges of your mat, your thighs are engaged, your back is long, your tail is toward the ceiling, and you bring space between your shoulders and your head. And from there, bring your knees down and come onto your child's pose. Bring your arms on the side of your legs and just round your back a little. And remember to breathe and relax. Lifting yourself up from your child's pose and coming onto your downward facing dog again. Remembering the feet, thighs, your tail, back straight and long, shoulders and your palms. Lift your gaze in between your hands and step in between your hands. Come onto your forward fold. And from there, lift yourself up and find your standing pose, your Tadasana. I might be talking about Tadasana, so you know that this is what I'm talking about. So have a little bit gap in between your heels, your thighs are engaged, your core is engaged, your shoulders are back and down, and you are actively reaching your fingers to the floor. Continuing on to Sun Salutation A, inhaling your arms up, look up. Exhale, come to your forward fold. Inhale, straighten your back, step back to plank, come to your Chaturanga. From there, up dog or cobra, and downward facing dog. Remembering the stages of the dog. So it's also really strong pose, but it's also your place to focus on your breath since you are staying in that one position. Lifting your gaze between your hands, step in between your hands, straighten your back. Exhale, come to your forward fold. Inhale your arms up, look up. Exhale, come to your Tadasana. Second round. Inhale your arms up, look up. Exhale, come to your forward fold. Inhale, straighten your back. Step back to plank. Coming to Chaturanga, your knees can be down also here. And Cobra or Up Dog. Cobra means that your knees are down on the floor. And then again you are on your downward facing dog. And just breathing there. Inhale your gaze up, step in between your hands, straighten your back. Exhale, come to your forward fold. Inhale your arms up, look up. And exhale, come to your Tadasana. Third round, final round. Inhaling arms up, look up. Exhale, come to your forward fold. Inhale, straighten your back. Step back to plank. Coming to your Chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. And downward facing dog. And now really feel how you feel in your downward facing dog, since this is already 5th time that you are doing it today. So your thighs, your core, your tail, your back, shoulders away from the ears, making space. Inhale your gaze up in between your hands, step in the front of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, come to your Tadasana. We are continuing on to the tree pose, so this is our first hip opening today. So lift your right leg onto your left inner thigh. It can be also on the side of your calf, or your toes can be resting on the floor. And lifting your arms toward the ceiling, and your gaze can follow. And here really find that strength in your core to be able to remain in this position, standing on your one foot and balancing, also opening your hip. Bringing your leg down, we are coming on to Warrior 2. So your right leg is bended, your knee is pointing toward your second toe, your left leg steps back, and your left leg is straight and long. Your arms are on your shoulder level and your gaze toward your right hand. And you are really opening your hips here, bringing your tail in between your legs. And try to keep your upper body above your hips so you are not reaching forward. And always remember, once you land in your pose, if you have lost your breathing somewhere, this is your opportunity to come back to your breath. We are moving on to extended side angle pose. So you can have your arm on your right thigh, or you can bring your arm onto the ground. And reach your left hand over your head and let your gaze follow. Again, your place for your breath here. Really focusing on your full inhalations and exhalations. And also keep in mind that you are still opening your right knee toward your second toe. So make sure that your knee is not pointing inward. From there, lift yourself up. We are moving on to triangle pose. So straighten your right leg. Maybe bring a little less gap in between your legs. Pop your hip back. Reach your right hand to the front of your mat and let it drop wherever it drops. So remember, it's okay to have your right hand on your thigh or your shin. Opening your left hand toward the ceiling, opening your chest. Keeping both of your sides in equal length. So make sure that you are not collapsing onto your right leg. Few last breaths here. Lifting yourself up, and then you can step to the front of your mat. We are continuing to eagle pose. So inhaling your arms up, bring your right arm under your left, bring your palms together, sit down and bring your right thigh over your left leg. And there is also option that you are opening your knees, your right knee to the side more, and bringing the right ankle above your thigh. And keep in mind that your core is engaged and strong here. And always finding your breath in each pose that you are doing. And then lifting yourself up, releasing your leg and your arms, and we are moving to the other side. So we are starting with the tree pose. So now you are lifting your left leg onto your right inner thigh or the side of your calf, or your toes can be pointing onto the mat. Lifting your arms above your head, palms together, or you can have a little bit space between your palms, especially if you feel that you are starting to lift your shoulders up, then bring a little bit space in between your palms and focus on your breath, on the balancing. A few last breaths here. Moving on to Warrior 2. So now your left knee stays bended on the top of your mat and your right leg steps back. Right leg is straight and long and your left knee is opening toward your second toe and your arms are on your shoulder level. Tail in between your legs and find your breath. Moving on to extended side angle pose. And remember, you had two options. You can bring your left arm onto your left thigh, or then your left fingertips on your mat. Reaching your right hand over your head, stretching your side. Again, focusing on your breath. And lifting yourself up, coming to triangle pose next. So you are straightening your legs, maybe bringing a little less gap in between your legs, popping your hip back, reaching your left arm to the front of the room and then let it drop wherever it drops. And right hand is opening towards the ceiling. Keep in mind that your sides are equal in length. So again, it's really strong pose that you are doing here. Then coming onto the top of your mat, getting ready to your eagle pose. So inhaling your arms up, bring your left hand under your right. Sit down, bring your left thigh over your right. And just sit here. And remember that you had that other option for this pose, just bringing your left ankle above your right knee. Whichever feels more comfortable for you, especially if you haven't done this pose before that many times. It might be more comfortable to do that other variation, the one I'm doing now. Moving on to our next pose, which is intense side stretch pose. So your right leg stays as the front leg and left leg steps back. You can bring your arms behind your back, grab hold of your opposite elbows. With your inhalation, lift your gaze up a little, and with your exhalation, come onto your forward fold over your right leg. Have that feeling that you are bringing your inner thighs toward each other all the time. so your hips stays leveled. And switching sides, just turn around and your left leg is in the front of your mat, and same thing here. Inhale, straighten your back, lift up your gaze and come to your forward fold with your exhalation. Trying to keep your back straight and long. Now still bringing your inner thighs toward each other. Lifting yourself up and step to the front of your mat. We are already coming to finishing poses. So inhale your arms up, look up. Exhale to your forward fold. Inhale, straighten your back. Step back to plank. Chaturanga. From there, up dog. And your downward facing dog. And then bring your knees down, come onto your child's pose. Bring your arms on the side of your legs. And breathe here, let your then lift yourself up to seated. So straighten your legs. We are coming on the staff pose. So bring your toes toward the ceiling. Your legs are strong, or your thighs are strong. And from there, bend your knees. Bring your left hand onto your right knee and your right hand behind your back. Remember to keep your back straight and long. And just enjoy this twist. Switching sides. Also, maybe you want to bring your legs to the other way around. Bring your right hand onto your left knee and your left hand behind your back. Then releasing and coming back to center. Again, straighten your legs. Inhale your arms up and exhale, come to your forward fold. And have that feeling that you're bringing your belly onto your thighs, your chest onto your knees and your forehead onto your shins. You can have your hands on the soles of your feet, or you can rest your hands on the side of your legs, depending how strong you want to have this forward fold, or do this forward fold. And lifting yourself up to seated and come lie on your back. And from here, start lifting your legs toward the ceiling and over your head. And now if your feet don't touch the ground, make sure to support your lower back. Otherwise, you can rest your palms onto your mat. Keeping your legs straight and long for a little while. And then start bringing your knees toward your forehead. And if it feels comfortable, you can start bringing your knees toward your ears. And then releasing, straightening your legs, bringing your palms onto your mat and slowly and mindfully coming onto your mat. Bring your palms under your bum. Then lift yourself so you are on your elbows, and from there start bringing your forehead, the crown of your head onto your mat. Then slowly and mindfully releasing and getting ready for your Savasana today. Let your feet open outward a little. Bring your arms on the side of your body, away from your body, palms up. Make sure that your shoulder blades rest comfortably on your mat. And again, let every one of your breaths guide you now to the relaxation. So if you feel any tension in your body, with every inhalation, think what you want to have in your body in return, and with every exhalation, you can let go of that tension, just release it, and continue like this. Let the relaxation lift up from your feet all the way to the ground of your head. The quote today goes like this: when you find peace within yourself, you become the kind of person who can live at peace with others. You can start to bring a little bit movement into your body. First your fingers and your toes, and then make the movement bigger. Maybe you want to stretch yourself. Maybe you want to hug your knees in. And then turn onto your right side. Have your head rested on your arm. And then start lifting yourself up to seated. The position where you want to end this practice today. Also remembering that this is your place for gratitude toward your body, toward the practice today. Bringing your palms onto your heart center, lifting your thumbs in between your brows. Make a little bow. Namaste. And I see you again in the next video. Also, remember to comment, like and subscribe. Bye.